where he overcame Abdallah Testamout by 7 racks to 2. May play this one into the corner now instead of the one to the top left. He's left himself slightly hampered, so may take that one now. As you can hear, background noise, lots of other tables in use as well at the same time. We have 36 in total, 20 in the room where we are, and then 2 extra rooms with 8 tables in each. There's Gubzi, Scott Gillespie, multiple world champion. Ultimate Pool Masters champion, world champion in 2018, black ball champion 2019, and also European black ball champion Scott Gillespie. So he's got pedigree. Well known on the circuit, as is this man. I just had breakfast with Carl Morris. And Carl was telling me all about his younger days playing in France with this man at the table. So just holding this, nothing too drastic. Playing on the brand new Rasson Apollo tables. Pockets are slightly smaller. No problem though. A good start. It's a break and run to begin our first match of the day. Now if you obviously on the Facebook page of Ultimate Pool Morocco, you can click on the various tournaments. You can get the full schedule, matches coming up, latest scores, all that kind of good stuff. Plenty of action going on right at this moment. I will keep you up to date with the latest scores as I get them as well. Mike Gibney is in action. He's lost the first 2 racks to Mustafa Mayouf from Morocco. Morgan McInnes in action. He's up against Sebastian Mus from France. All those scores available, guys, on qscore.com. First break of the day for Gubzi. Not sure where the nickname came from. So 1 red down. Does have an easy red starter. None of them are in a safe position, so I'm scratching the side. Can you believe that? So, worst possible start for Scott Gillespie. Apologies to people in Scotland watching. We will get the flag situation sorted out, guys, for you, so apologies for that. Yeah, that was never in, was it? It was always wide of the mark, that one. So that is a real let-off for Scott Gillespie. Well, that's kind of opened things a little bit. If that red does go to the top left, he's okay. May play to get on it off of this red, although he will have a lot of cue ball travel up and down, which players don't like doing. I think the position to it is easier from this red than it would be from the last red. Well, we've seen a few balls missed in that pocket. I remember one last night from Chris Melling that didn't look like it was going to drop, but it did. And then one looked like it was going to drop, but didn't, for Moray. So this is the key shot coming up. Can he find the gap? Well, that looks to be absolutely beautiful. Well, maybe not. A little grimace. May just have to play this with some left-hand spin. Oh, he's caught the 8 ball. So, second ball in hand in this rack alone. Golden opportunity to double his lead. Seems to have different tempos that he plays at, Christophe Lambert. Early morning start for pool players, 9 AM. There was a bit of karaoke going on last night. I heard Mike Gibney singing American Trilogy from Elvis Presley. Kept me awake. Didn't give me nightmares though. So 2-0 then to Christophe in control. just in time. Just made the point about the flag, guys. You should see it magically change from St George's Cross to the Scottish flag. If there's one mix-up you don't want to make, it's that one. Congestion around the Reds. Not happy. So it will be Reds. He's got some work to do. One just above the 8 is okay because that goes to the right hand corner. It's the other one, so he'd love to leave himself an angle when playing the one to the bottom right hand corner to just give it a little flick away. Options here. Is he considering risking going into them off of this red into the side pocket? It's a possibility. It's risky though. Could have been worse. Oh, this has gone wrong, has it? Oh, he's okay, got away with it. Thought he was going to get a heavy contact on the red. Key shot coming up now, leaving himself an angle when playing this one down the rail, leaving himself a decent little angle to get up. Not sure about this one. Making hard work of this. Caesar Chandiga is in action. He's up against Rafiq Harmouche from Morocco, and the Ugandan is 4-0 down. Played that really nicely. Now I can just draw across the face of the 8 ball and play it into the same pocket as the last red. This is single elimination, this tournament. 512 players started. We also have the teams going on. We're down to the last 16 of the teams. Left himself with a bit to do here. This is a thin one. Cue ball running a little bit wild. He'll be hoping he gets some kind of cannon into one of those 3 yellows to halt the progress of the cue ball. Well, that was very, very dangerous. Almost scratched in the corner pocket. But he's okay. There you go. The Scottish flag is flying high. We have the women's event as well, which gets underway. The big one, of course, the UPA Open, the Ultimate Pool Association Open. 13,000 to the winner in that one, 5 grand to the runner-up. The teams also 3,000 up for grabs for the winning team. Not bad, a grand each, 3-man team. The Ultimate Morocco Women's Tournament. 3,000 to the winner of that one. And the one we're playing at the moment, the Cloth Plaza Pool Open. Winner taking home $7,000 with a runner-up taking home a cheque for 3. Referee just having a little conversation with Scott. Desperately needs this rack, Scott Gillespie. Now, do they look straight to you, those balls? They don't to me. Look slightly off centre. Look at the back white line. Is that through the centre of that yellow ball? I don't think so. Did make one red ball though. Table still open until the next ball is potted legally. Messy little table. The yellows have their problems, so do the reds. But he fancies the reds, just the one problem. This one down in his left-hand corner. Match time coming up to 46 minutes remaining. Shouldn't come into play, the actual match clock. Plenty of time for these guys to do a best of 13. It's going to be all about the red stuck next to that yellow. So we'll be looking for a way now, a plan, how to get to it. So he's going to leave the red into the side pocket, I believe. And try and manufacture some kind of cannon onto the yellow. Well, it was a plant, so he took it on. Very creative, and that's not too bad. Red will pass the yellow into the top left-hand corner and just needs to get the white over to this right-hand side rail. Oh, has he come far enough? I thought he might have played a little bit closer to the side rail there. Puffs out the cheeks. Maybe he's not on this. Can he spin it in with a bit of right hand spin? No, he can't. So he's going rail first, trying to make this. Oh, it's a beauty. It's unlucky though. He needs another good one. Top and side rail. Trying to make it into this bottom right hand corner. You don't have to call the shot. Well, he's got a good connection on it. Yellow does go into the side pocket. Big ask to run them out from here. But this is a good opportunity now though to play the combo. He can disturb some other balls here in playing this one. And in the blink of an eye, everything out in the open and a chance to get to over halfway to the 7 he needs. Good news for Cesar Chandiga fans. The Scorpion has won a rack, but still trails Rafiq Harmelsh by 5 racks to 1 in the race to 7. So he's in a little bit of trouble out on table 10. I'm just looking over at his table now. He's sat in his chair again. His opponent looking to get on the hill. Good solid hit from Gillespie. On the Strachan superfine cloth, so there's a slight nap on these tables. They've all been brushed and ironed this morning by our excellent team of referees, led by British head referee Scott Price, who's made the journey from Stoke-on-Trent. Caesar back at the table in his match. He's a bit of a hero in Uganda, and over Africa he's Chandiga. Here, shouts of Caesar in the background. He's even got fans here. Morgan McInnes has taken a 3-0 lead over Frenchman Sébastien Mousse. Already some results to bring you. Erebani Maradi from Morocco has beaten his fellow compatriot Redowan Balatik. He served him up an early morning donut, 7-0. Christy Caulfield has won 7-1 against Hamza Abairi, and another 7-0 whitewash for Alexis Kimka over Moroccan raider Sahalat. The man on the right of the screens just hasn't really got into this match just yet. Christophe rises from his throne to break off in rack number 5. And just to let you know, Cesar Chandiga did win that rack. He now trails by 5 racks to 2. Ball getting battered around, tried to scratch 3 times, but he's got away with it. Just the 1 yellow down, still has a choice. maybe we have some people watching Ultimate Pool for the first time. Maybe you're American pool fans, just to go over a few of the differences. The table size, of course, is one of them. These are 6x3 tables. They're played with a nap cloth, rounded pockets, but the biggest difference is the size of the balls. Cue ball is smaller than the object balls, just 1 7/8 inches. All the other object balls, the yellows and the reds, are 2 inches. And the big difference is the weight as well, which makes drawing the cue ball a lot easier than following it. Cue ball weighs just 96 grams, whereas the reds and the yellows and the black, they weigh 118 grams. And we are playing with the Aramith Super Pro Cup. Aramith ball's been leading the way in cue sports for over 100 years now. I think it's their 101st anniversary. So they've been doing something right, as have Strachan, playing on the super fine cloth. This young man at the moment is finding them super fine. Just wants to be just off straight in this final yellow. I have to maybe leave the 8 ball to the top right hand corner. Won't want to be doing too much with a cue ball. You see him just shuffling into position, making sure he gets that back leg on the line, and then push the cue through in a straight line as well. Increases the lead to 5-0. It's all going very, very swimmingly for the Frenchman. Scott Gillespie just struggling slightly. Greg Batten having a good run. Spoke to him at breakfast this morning. Good to meet him. He had a great 7-0 win yesterday, and he's already 5-0 up against Frenchman Jean-Luc Dargeon. How's my French accent going, guys? Jordan Halcrow trails Jean-Sébastien Galissaret 4-1. Craig Waddingham, the Series 7 champion. Also brother-in-law to Mike Gibney. He's gone through 7-2 over Moroccan Anawa El Khalifi. And Mike Gibney himself 4-3 down to Mustafa Mayouf from Morocco. Back to this one. Goobsy breaking off. No friends at the table once again though. It's come up dry. And we are in the desert of Marrakesh. About a 25-minute taxi ride from the airport of Marrakesh. Out in the desert, not too much around. Go another 15 minutes and you're right in the centre of the famous Medina. Once again, a couple of little problem balls for the Reds. No noticed something they've done today. They've taken away the beeps, and we have the referee counting down. I'm not sure if that's a problem, a technical problem, or whether it was made out of choice. Maybe not wanting to disturb the other 19 tables around it. It's pretty cosy in here. There you can just see Caesar, look, sat down mid-screen in the back, just getting up, coming to the table. You just missed him there in his peachy, pinky, salmony coloured t-shirt. Trying to get back into his match. He's now pulled it back to 5-3, the Scorpion. Must ask Gillespie where that name come from. Sounds like a Scottish word to me. You're a funny guy, Danny. We'll try and keep it for you as much as we can. There you see Caesar in the background. I know how famous he is and how popular he is. Almost like a hero worship. Imagine when he finally wins a tournament, they'll probably have 3 days of celebration, a national holiday in Uganda, if that happens. No attempt really at the pot there, I don't think. Just trying to manoeuvre the balls around slightly, just shift the furniture around a little bit. And Caesar has won another one. He's now 5-4 down. You can just see him in the background getting the balls out. And this is a great shot from Gillespie. He's got Lambert in all sorts of trouble here. Scott Pope is 6-1 up now over Adib Kriem from Morocco in the All-Moroccan battle. Amina Bounif 4-2 up on Rashid. Another All-Moroccan battle. As you can imagine, plenty of Moroccan players in their home country. 512 players in total. I think it's about 25 countries represented. And no prizes for guessing the next shot. Can play either one of these two. Just going to drop in. Must hit a rail, remember, when you hit a ball. Can't just roll up. He's let him hit this side where I wanted to be a little bit closer to that yellow ball. It's up to Scott Gillespie when he wants to finally pull the trigger and go for the run out. And that time he's not now, but he's not played a great shot there. Now, is this a possible combo here? Red onto the red. Very cagey sixth rack. There's Caesar at the table once again in the background, in amongst the balls, looking to tie things up at 5-5. He looked out of it at 5-1. Must-win rack this, of course, for Gillespie. If you can keep your opponent off the hill, there's always a chance, but hasn't played like a world champion this morning, not so far anyway. Another chance goes begging. Never found it easy playing early in the morning. Oh, has he gone too far? The little nod there suggests yes, he has. So more pull to play in this rack. He won't be getting out from here. Played a good shot though. Scott does have that saving grace. The yellow ball covering the one red. Doesn't have cover though. Is he looking to draw onto this? Just screw across. Oh, great attempt at the bank. Kind of a two-way as well, just in case. So not a foul, just loss of turn. One good shot here though. And the rack could change again. Shows the importance of this rack. Oh, that's a beauty. Even if he hasn't got covered, there's nothing on for Scott. Can he double it? I feel like he might be doubling it up onto the other one, but he's played another nice shot. He has had him in a lot of trouble. Just that Christophe has always been equal to the challenge. Now can play this with lots of right hand spin off the side rail. He's looking coming off the other side rail, is he? He's got to rush this. He's against the clock. Well, and managed to avoid the scratch. Yassina Idalkaldi is 4-0 up on Leo Baums. And once again has played a good shot. Clock goes below the 27-minute mark. Still a long way to go in this one. All the time in the world though, Christophe is not in any hurry. This world champion, he's seen it all before. Comes a time when someone has got to pot some balls. Now that's changed this whole rack, because now none of Scott Gillespie's yellows are tied up. And you get the feeling he needs to make this red ball. We'll be playing it with some right hand side on the cue ball. And now the chance that Scott Gillespie has been waiting for. He's been very, very patient in this rack, played some good safeties. Hasn't forced any ball in hands from the snookers that he's laid, but it has created this opportunity now. Okay, not ball in hand position, but a nice easy start up. So get rid of these two yellows down here, head up to the penultimate ball. One of those racks that will give you a lot of satisfaction, and I'll tell you what it has done as well, it's slowed Christophe down. It's got him slightly out of stroke. Hasn't had a shot at making a ball for some time now, about 5 minutes. So Christophe was in stroke, but maybe now he isn't. But this man is putting the stroke together very, very nicely. So good tactics here from Scott Gillespie. Gubsy is going to change that 0 to a 1. A little bit of a celebration there as he takes a rack. Can finally feel part of this match. Now incredible comeback by Cesar Chandiga. He's gone from 5-1 down to 6-5 ahead on the hill. The Scorpion is stinging. Let's have a look at some other latest scores for you. Mike Gibney now gone 6-3 down to Mustafa Mayouf from Morocco. Ayoub Harak leads Yassine Kabou by 5 racks to 4. Sebastian Mousse from Morocco is level at 3-3 with Morgan McInnes. If you don't know who Morgan McInnes is, he's his mum is very famous. First ever female snooker referee to referee a world final, Michaela Tab. Snooker and Q Sports is in the blood. And you get the feeling things just starting to change around slightly. Here in the background you see the pink t-shirt of Cesar Chandiga back at the table on the hill, looking to run out the match. Still a chance, guys, that we will get him on this table at some point. You've got to rush this. Oh, would you believe it? Everything just a little bit awkward for the Scot. Can get to the right hand side of this cue ball. Played it very well. Now, I can tell you, Cesar has one red left on the table, but he's not on it. Can make the red over the corner pocket here, hold the cue ball and get the snooker on the other two remaining reds. So pretty much like the previous rack, this is going to be a little bit of a safety battle, but the boot's on the other foot this time. Not straightforward though, is it? Got a little bit of work to do. Start with this one down the right hand side rail, take the one in the opposite side pocket. Looks like he has an angle just to nudge into this yellow, just to the left of it. Always has the insurance ball over the top left hand corner. Safety shot by Cesar's opponent in the background, you can just see it. Rafiq Hamouche looking to tie it up at heel. Cesar on the 8 ball and makes the 8 ball. The handshake comes. The Scorpion is through, defeating Rafiq Hamouche from Morocco by 7 racks to 5. Hail Cesar. that's a delightful shot. If it slows up, it has, it's okay. And if this 8-ball goes to the side pocket, it's a formality. Just hold the cue ball. And finally, the hill is in sight. Nicely done. Très bien, as they say in France. And there's a nice overview of some of our other outer tables. That's okay, we didn't see you do that with the triangle. What do you think of the setup, guys? Lovely, isn't it? Rows and rows of Rasson Apollo tables, wrapped in the beautiful 100% pure new wool of Strachan, and then the cloths are cropped very, very finely. A grey dye is added. And then the finishing, the cherry on the top, are the Aramith balls. Breaking to stay in the tournament, Scott Gillespie from Scotland. Well, once again, plenty of balls going close, but nothing going in. It's just one of them days, isn't it, at the office? Sometimes it happens. One awkward yellow. Does it pass into the bottom right hand corner? That's the first thing he comes to look at. Alexis Klinker, 7-0 winner over Radar Sahalat. qscore.com for all your latest scores, guys. Schedule. See when your favourites are playing. Tell you our next game for you at 10:30 will be Jordan Shepherd against Abderrahman Bendauro from Morocco. So the Welsh Wizard will be on this table next match. The man they call Sheppy. Jordan ranked number 4 in the Ultimate Pool rankings. Real top class talent. Pro Series winner, 2021 Ultimate Pool Pro Cup winner. Always good to watch the Wizard. Sizing up then this 8-ball to get over the line 7-1. It's been a little bit flattering, this scoreline. Not a real true reflection. There's been racks that could have gone either way, but it's that man there. The handshake will come. A warm embrace for the Frenchman from Scott Gillespie. So Christophe goes on 7-1 winner. We're back with Sheppy